Yo, we back around the water cooler today, ladies and gentlemen, man. Marcus, how you feeling, man? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good, man. In the workplace, still working, but we gotta bring y'all the show. So we gonna work and we gonna do the show.
We gonna bring the show. We got special guests in the building tonight. Tight. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling fine. I feel like I got 18 championships on my shoulders.
This guy.
Here we go.
Here we go with this, y'all. The resident Alabama fan in the group, ladies and gentlemen.
What?
It is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a great show for y'all tonight, man. Stay tuned. The Water Cooler Talk podcast is coming up next. Let's go.
Get ready, because you're now listening to Water Cooler Talk. Covering everything sports and sports news. From the NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, the pros, the collegiate level, and everything in between. If it's about sports, then we're about it. So keep it locked to the absolute coolest podcast. Now, your hosts, Nick Frazier and Marcus Fitzpatrick.
Oh, boy. Ladies and gentlemen, man, welcome to the Water Cooler Talk podcast, the coolest podcast in your ear. My name is Nick Frazier, and you can't see him, but you can definitely hear him. My co-host, tell him who you are, boss man.
Marcus Fitzpatrick, let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, man, we back around the water cooler, man. Thank y'all so much for rocking with us, man. I don't want y'all to think that we did not try to have a show last week. We actually recorded a show, but the audio issues messed up, so it wouldn't have been presentable to put the show out. But we back. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we got our guy, the resident Alabama fan, on the in the group chat, in the guys. TightSports, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, Tight.
Yes, sir. Roll Tide
to the show.
I just want everybody to know that the doors to the titles are open. If you're looking for refuge, if you don't have a championship home,
wow,
we are here for you.
Jesus Christ. Jesus,
God
Lord.
bless
you. Listen, we are okay over here. Auburn family, we'll be all right. We'll be all right.
Hey, Nick, they need to worry about what that new coach gonna look like.
Yeah.
When he open up the doors of the church, he need to see what that coach.
We gotta see what the board doing. Saban just looking over. He peeking over out the stadium, seeing what's going on.
I'm making a list and checking it twice. Want to find out who's naughty and nice.
Oh, man.
I think y'all just made the naughty list, buddy.
This is funny, y'all. This is great. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a great show for y'all tonight, man. Man, we gonna talk. We're gonna talk SEC football, and then we're gonna talk some NFL news. That's been happening the past couple of weeks. Well, really the past year or so. We're gonna be talking. Well, even past that. What we gonna talk, man? Fellas, how y'all feeling today, man? Y'all doing all right? Not the terrible towel.
I'm feeling great.
That's good.
Feeling great.
That's good.
How you doing down there, Marcus? Marcus is a great American.
Man, I'm good.
The mayor.
Oh yeah. I'm good, Tight.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. So Tight, we don't know. Do you play video games, Tight?
I retired from video games, I think, when my daughter was 4 years old.
Okay.
And she is now about to be, she's 20 on Sunday.
Okay. Well, happy early birthday.
My son, they bought me that, I don't know, something about running drugs in Mexico, this game. They bought it for Christmas for me. I was like, yeah, I want that. I got 5 years ago, I have not even, it's installed. My son watched me get shot one time, and that was it.
Oh, man.
But I play stuff on my phone, though.
Okay.
It's just so much easier.
Okay.
Tennis, naval, golf, whatever. I'm doing all that kind of stuff. But the video games.
That's me. You the phone user now. Just be
I'm the phone guy now, man. I gotta see if they even have. Do they run CF25 on the phone? I don't know.
Not yet. Madden is though. Madden 25 is a mobile.
Yeah, I don't care. I gave up Madden a long time ago.
It's all right.
I had a big problem. I lost a lot of money on Madden back in the day until I got pretty good, and a lot of hot rooms and $20 bills flying all over the place.
Man, tell me about it.
Man, y'all something else, man.
Man was the game to bet on, boy. I done ate plenty of nights off of Madden game.
I hear that.
When it wasn't no way.
When you gonna throw the ball? Never.
That's it.
Never.
Never.
My mama ain't raised no food. My mama said, run the ball.
Run the ball. Run the ball. What is
Run
it?
the ball. That's all you gotta do.
In the word, hey, what King gonna come and say, Marcus?
In the words of Travail, we're gonna run the football.
We're gonna run the football, man. Say you buy $20 was $20 a lot of money back in like 80. I was in college from 89 to 93. That was a lot of money.
Like, it was a lot of money. It was a lot of money when I was in college in 2011.
You know what I'm saying?
Talking
about with a $20
$20 stopped being a lot of money in like 2016,
probably like 16, 17. That when it was 2010, 2011, 2011, 2015. $20 was a lot of money. If I got $20, I could live off $20 for like a good 4-5 days.
Oh man, the things I can do with $20 now. I go over to the doggone what is that thing? The farmers market. Don't even get me started, boy. I got a family of 5 over here, boy. We chop it up.
I heard that. Ladies and gentlemen, man, by the way, just so y'all know, the inaugural Water Cooler Talk podcast, Fantasy Football League, is now available. We are having a draft next Friday, the 30th. There's still 5 spots left. So we need those 5 spots filled. And I'm going to I'm announcing the prizes right now at the beginning of the show.
What? It's prizes?
It's prizes.
Okay.
It's prizes.
So what would they be getting for second place?
Third place. Let's start with third place.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Third place. They are cash prizes. Third place will receive $50.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I gotta shut down Friday and I gotta do some studying. What is going on?
Third place will receive $50. All right.
Gotta get me one of these things going.
Tell me about it.
Second place.
I ball out this year.
Second place will receive $100.
Man, I thought we were playing as friends. I may have to.
Nah, we playing for real.
I may have to.
We got a sponsor.
I don't know what ligament this is, but I think some of these may get cut on a couple folks Thursday night. So y'all be careful.
I'm telling you. And first place will receive $150 for first place.
What?
Winning.
Did you just hear what I said I could do with $20?
Yes.
That's grocery money. Boy, that's grocery money for a good week around.
Yes. So $300 in total prizes is what we'll be we'll be giving out.
I need to go ahead and get that so I can pay Verizon real quick.
So $300 in total prizes will be given out. Third place will get $50. Second place will get $100, and first place will get $150. So
seriously.
Thank you to our sponsor. It's the funny thing. The sponsor did not want to be recognized. He just said, "Here, thank you, sir."
I'm gonna applaud that man.
Yeah, he didn't want to be recognized.
Hold on. As long as
that's genuine.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's genuine.
That's for the simple love of the game. That's it right there. That's love.
Did not want to be recognized, so we appreciate the sponsor. I will not, to his wishes. I didn't say it's a dude. Y'all know I didn't say his, but to his wishes, I would not say his name. He doesn't want any type of promo or anything. He just wanted to to donate.
Oh my God. I had no intention on doing any like pre-study. I was gonna kind of just go off the top of my head. I got so much film to watch. I got to go back and watch the draft. I got to watch all these preseason games.
I ain't never even played fantasy football before, so I got to go study.
Oh yeah, so you just sit and watch the Masters.
No, I can't do that. I can't do that.
You're not winning. You're not going to win.
This is my. This will be my third year.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you when I started playing fantasy football. The year was 19. Hey, seriously, the year was 1996.
Really?
There was no Yahoo Sports. There was no ESPN Sports. Literally worked at Regions Bank, and there was a CPA who kept all the numbers.
Really? Of every player?
By hand.
Of every player.
And we took them out. We voted. The USA Today was going to be our official statistical, like all the stats had to come from there. Because NFL.com had so many errors in it. It was crazy. Like it couldn't be trusted. It was like, wait a minute. I know Mike Vick didn't have no 5 fumbles yesterday.
Exactly.
You know, so it was like USA Today was better because they had reporters actually at the game, blah, blah, blah. And so we used to have live draft because it wasn't no It wasn't no Zoom, folks. It wasn't no
Yeah.
Zoom. It wasn't no StreamYard. It was like, you come to Montgomery, and I didn't live in Montgomery, and we gonna get this done. I played with them for about 4 years until, matter of fact, when Yahoo Sports started, we was writing letters or emails to Yahoo Sports telling them how they need to fix it.
Really?
Okay. That's neat.
Really?
And
That's
I thought
dope.
we was doing something, but I ran into some guys that was playing for, like, at that time, playing for $250 buy-in, plus you had to play for dropping ads, $5, $10 of dropping ad. And then you can put like they got paid every week during the season. They had it was kind of ridiculous because they had like 20 people in the league. I never understood how they did that. I don't think they had but more than one running back, one receiver. So, but you could, if you won 3 weekends, you can get your money back. It was real intricate. I didn't want to play with them because it felt like I was like, y'all a little too serious to me. I was like,
yeah, $250 buy-in. Yeah,
that's a lot. That's a lot, ain't it?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Jesus.
That's more than,
but you won every week.
My whole cash prize.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
You won, like if you won week 1, I think that person would get like $100.
Okay.
So that's why it was $250. There was so many of them. They had, and like their grand prize at the end probably got like a $250 back plus something, but it was impossible to win the whole thing without collecting about 3 to 5 weeks.
Gotcha.
It was a lot of money. It was, but in that pot though, that side pot with all the cuts and ads, like
that thing got big.
That was big in the initial pot.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Matter of fact, I think that's what they gave you at the end of the season.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because if you dropping and adding dudes every week, that's what, $5 plus $10. That's $15 right there for dropping one dude for 2 players. Basically, if you're gonna drop a player.
Some of the guys were doing very well in life, so they kind of.
It didn't matter.
Some people was like dropping 50 every week. You know, somebody.
Okay.
But really,
you said it's 96.
96.
This is 1996.
50 and 96. What? That's equivalent of $500.
That's what I'm saying.
If you really, and in most leagues back then, you have Steve Young and Jerry Rice. Yeah, you was doing pretty good. You gonna finish. You gonna win place for show.
That's what's up.
But they was just the hook, especially if you had bonuses for. However, we used to do bonuses for if you had long touchdowns, you were not beating Steve Young and having Jerry Rice. As a matter of fact, some people want to put rules in, like if you get Steve Young, you cannot have Jerry Rice because it throws our numbers off. That's how crazy Jerry Rice is killing them. Man,
that's crazy. That's crazy. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, man, prizes have been announced, man. Y'all better go ahead. It's 5 spots left. I think as of today around noon today, it was about 5 spots left. 5 or 4, one of the two. So
come on in.
Let us know if you want to get in. Let us know. No buy-in.
Third place is available.
Yeah, nope. No buy-in. So it's good to go. All right, fellas, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get into the topics for today, man. Let's go ahead. The drops are coming. They for real coming this time. I know I keep saying it, but they coming for real. It's time for the first half. All right, man. Let's go, man. All right, so this week is week 0 games. So College Game Day will actually be in Ireland this week, and I think it's Florida State and Georgia Tech playing.
Who you got
this week? I'm probably gonna rock with Florida State in that game.
What's the do you know the line?
I don't know the line.
I'll let you know in a second. I'm going to Georgia Tech, I think.
You think? Okay. All right. Well, we can talk about that in halftime. But
go ahead.
We college football is here. No more waiting. Thank God. Whew. It feel like the offseason get longer and longer, but for some reason this offseason felt kind of shorter. But you know, it is what it is. But
we've been working.
That's what it is. We've been moving. We've been working.
We just sitting around enjoying summer. We've been working.
That's what it feels like. Yeah. That's the reason why I felt shorter. So let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. You see the top of the screen. In the SEC this year, because we all SEC fans, our teams are SEC teams. Who is going to be the surprise team out of the SEC this year, guys? Tight, I'm gonna start with you. Who you got?
It'll be easy to say Alabama because everybody got us, fail in. People call them a quarterback mildew and all this other stuff. And I'm like,
above it all, man.
I got somebody getting me doggone got him benched, during the middle of the season and being replaced by Ty Simpson. No, not by Ty Simpson. Austin Mack who didn't even play in Washington, and he, but I don't want to cheat and say Alabama because Jalen Milroe's he's on the watch list for about 4 or 5 postseason trophies.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of them.
Okay.
So with that aside, I know it ain't gonna be Vandy, it ain't gonna be South Carolina. Missouri and Ole Miss ain't surprising nobody because they just good, They coming with it. So if I say surprise, it ain't gonna be Arkansas either. I can say surprise, but I'm gonna go with Florida. I don't think people are gonna realize just how bad they're gonna be.
Oh wow!
For that man to be sitting on that job so long. Yeah, it's gonna be a surprise. I'm like, he was bad last year, but see, he's improving. No, he's not, people. He's gonna be trash, garbage, and trash. I mean, we're looking at a mid-season firing. This man's seat is so hot. He probably don't wear underwear no more.
They gonna stick to his skin.
Man, dude, yeah, it's sticking to his skin. Let me tell you something. He is walking around in Gainesville, Florida in so much fear. He don't even, when he see the police come, he go the other way. He go think he's guilty of something. And he guilty of just being horrible. And then, sometimes you're just not good at stuff. I tried to play basketball, but after I broke several rims with the ball, I stopped. And this man should go back to doing whatever he do best, which is coaching linebackers or something. Just stop taking folks' money, man. I say Florida.
Okay, so you got Florida, but you got Florida, but you got it because Florida is gonna be horrible. They're gonna be bad this year.
Atrocious. Horrendous.
Okay.
Horrific.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Florida's gonna be bad. So this is the season where they pull the plug and they fire Billy Napier. Billy Napier gone after this season. All right. Okay. All right, Marcus, who you got? Who you got, Marcus?
Honestly, this is me just being optimistic for this team.
Okay.
But if I were to say surprises that would surprise me, I would go Texas A&M.
Okay.
Because I know that they got a new coach in Mike Elko. Am I saying his name?
Elko.
Yeah, they got a new coach in Mike Elko. But I think that the guy pulling the trigger, because me and my boy Nick always talk about the trigger, man. I think Connor gonna be good this year.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Connor Wigman gonna be good this year. And I think if their defensive front can be as good as advertised, they're gonna be able to sneak a couple games here and now.
Okay.
Do you think that I'm thinking, I can see where you're coming from, but I'm thinking they're gonna have a depth problem.
I agree with you there, Tyke. I agree with you there.
Because unlike us, when we lost, when everybody ran out the front door, when the GOAT retired. When the GOAT retired,
this guy,
we kind of replenished. We replenished our, we were able to bring people in, and we had people in the rotation. But I remember them losing some key people and not coming back. I mean, it was. I just think they may have a depth issue. I can see where you're coming from, but the starters may be fine, but once you start twisting ankles and getting concussions, who knows what may come up.
That's why I say I'm optimistic for him. That was the reason why I said what I said. Because me myself personally, I think replacing Jimbo Fisher, it will be more difficult than people, give it credit for.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But I think with a good trigger man and a veteran defense, you can probably sneak a couple games. Though I think they can surprise a couple people.
Okay. Okay.
I wonder how they'll do against Texas. That game is
renewed
my interest at this point.
Yeah, Texas is gonna win that game. Texas is gonna win that game.
They still don't have a chance.
Yeah, Texas is gonna win that game.
I don't know, because it's like Elko came from what, Duke?
Yep, came from Duke.
Yeah, Duke.
That's the thing. I do think that Jimbo Fisher. Now he was down there scheming. He was scheming.
Yeah, he was. He was.
Shout out to the great Jimbo, the biggest con artist in college football. But
man, and pour the biggest.
Oh man, I mean, I'm trying. Hey, right now, I'm so proud of Jimbo Fisher. Right now, I am doing DNA tests to see if that's my daddy. Let me tell you, $76 million getting fired, man. He had some of those Silicon Valley CEOs saying like, what? Wait a minute, what?
Yes, that's exactly what you. That's exactly.
And the thing about it was, what really irritated me, Jimbo Fisher hasn't done nothing since Jameis Winston. So what was you paying him off of?
And if
you paying him off for?
And if you think
And
about
that's why
it, if you think about it, that's all he did at Florida State.
Exactly. So
He didn't
he
really
played his hand.
He did.
He played his hand.
When it was starting to go downhill, when it was starting to go downhill at Florida State, that's when he jumped ship. He jumped ship.
He pulled that shoot.
He did.
Because it was all on Bobby Bowden, man. And Bobby Bowden had that state on lock. That's why I told people at this time. But I told people, I used to tell DC all the time, when Bobby Bowden retire, that state is gonna be like a toss-up for everybody. Mm-hmm. They don't know how much he got it on lock. And don't be surprised if 10 years from now, UCF is the tada of the whole state. You know what I mean? Because
DC
located. Miami don't care. They don't care. I mean, they can act like they care. The fans can throw it to you. They need to throw that you out the window. The people that's running that school, they are about law school and the medical school, and being a private fine institution. They don't care.
They are because they got too many famous alums that you could put in a hiring position in Miami that they haven't done. So I agree with that.
Agree.
I wouldn't be surprised one day if Florida Atlantic beat the mess out of Miami.
I mean, but nah. But real talk though, they got predictions came out preseason. They got Miami. They got Miami winning the ACC. they got some people out there got Miami winning the ACC.
Something they've what?
They've never done. They haven't done.
They've never done.
They never done.
So they're gonna do it now.
You right.
And Georgia Tech is coming back. Man, that's why I'm telling you. The spread is 13 right now.
13.
I think Georgia Tech covers that.
I take Georgia Tech on in I
take 13.
I take Georgia Tech.
I mean,
I
don't trust. Go ahead, Mark.
What you think about Clemson? Do you think Clemson gonna make a resurgence, or do you think Dabo got some resurgence in it?
Man, Dabo already auditioned for his next job.
He is, yeah.
He actually, when he said he wasn't taking when he said he wasn't, what did he say? He wasn't going into the portal.
He ain't dealing with the transfer
portal.
Well,
he came out in the article after that, and it says he thinks that his next, if he was at another place, he would have to use the portal.
He foreshadowing.
Yeah, he foreshadowing. And and Georgia Tech, like I said, this coach ain't playing. He ain't playing. I mean, and I like DJ Uiagalelei, whatever his name is. I call him Uiagalelei.
That man changed teams every year since he been. My God,
must be the money.
It is the money. It is the money,
mama, man. Let that man take care of his mama. Let that man cook.
That man get
because you gotta remember before they start getting paid, he was already at Clemson.
He was.
And then he went to Oregon State. Was talking crazy. Dabo was talking crazy.
Yep.
Right, I ain't paying you no more money. We ain't got nothing for you other than what to get this standard thing signed and keep going. Because Gundy, I just dropped a short today. Gundy was talking about stop having your agent call me talking about money. I'm trying to call the University of Alabama. There's going to be a fire sale at Oklahoma State. So
exactly.
They got anything at the end of the season.
Exactly.
But he's out there in Oregon. But I just look at the quarterback Florida State had last year. I don't want to go
Jordan Travis.
Look how much he was running around for his life. That dude had to be on the move. That ain't Uiagalelei. If Uiagalelei could do that, he could stay at Clemson.
I agree with you though.
Uiagalelei don't got a high ceiling. That's why he keep running.
That's a whole different conversation. That's a different conversation.
He got a what?
He said he don't got a high ceiling. He don't got a high ceiling.
Yeah,
that's what he said. That's a different conversation.
But he was throwing the ball out there. I thought he was in a good place to go to the professional league. I said, maybe NFL, definitely Canada, but you need to stay right there. When he was leaving, I was like, be careful, because just like they were talking about the Manning boy talking about going to LSU. I'm like, have you ever seen Jaden Daniels at all?
That's what I'm saying. He be running for his life. He been running for his life. That's crazy. All right, so Tight, you got Florida.
Florida
going horribly. Marcus got Texas A&M.
Who you got?
Ladies and gentlemen, I have jumped on the bandwagon.
Whoa.
Vanderbilt is going to have
good night, folks.
Vanderbilt is going to surprise some people this year, ladies and gentlemen.
This show must end.
All I'm saying, Nick, I've been that optimistic for the last couple of years about Vanderbilt, and it never worked.
This season is different, though. This season is different. This season different.
Yeah, I probably.
I'm not. This okay. When I say successful, let's just be real. Last year
what does
Vanderbilt.
success look like?
I'm about to define it for you. I'm about to define it for you.
Because I'm about to eat this hat. You just got me
This is what it is. This is what it is. Vanderbilt went 2-10 last year.
Why?
0-8.
The only way to go is up.
That's the only way they gotta go is up. Only way they can go is up. But they made some really interesting moves in the offseason.
Oh yeah, they got some studs.
They made some interesting moves. So Clark Lee, who's the head coach, is now gonna be the quote unquote defensive coordinator as well.
Okay.
Jerry Kill, who was at New Mexico State last year, guy that beat Auburn 31-10.
I thought he was retiring.
Nope. He is now the chief counsel to the head coach at Vanderbilt.
Sinister.
Guess who else went to Vanderbilt?
Nick Saban.
Diego Pavia, the quarterback that was at New Mexico State, is now the quarterback at Vanderbilt. Now,
Hey, dude,
listen to
please
this.
tell me y'all play Vanderbilt this year.
We do play Vanderbilt this year. Now, here it is. Listen to this.
I gotta go to the game.
Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. This is Vanderbilt's offense. This is Vanderbilt's offense. This is the projected starters at offense. Skinner, at the X, Skinner Senior. At the Z, I can't pronounce his last name, but he's a red shirt senior transfer. You got at the slot Cheryl, who's a sophomore. At left tackle, red shirt junior Hanson. Left guard, red shirt sophomore Morgan. Center, right guard, right tackle, tight end. Graduate transfer, junior transfer. Quarterback Diego Pavia is a senior transfer, and the running back is a sophomore. So they have experience on the offensive line. On the offensive line. They got 2 sophomores. Well, a redshirt sophomore who's technically a junior in the classroom. But they got 2 true sophomores. I'm telling you, watch out for Vanderbilt. With Jerry Kill.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
I got a question. The coach and Keel.
Okay.
Do they have a background before Vandy?
Keel was at Liberty. He was at Liberty. He was what was Keel before that? Oh man.
He's a master turnaround artist. I do know that.
That's what I'm saying. What was Keel before that? Because he beat Hugh Freeze at Liberty too. What school was that? I can't think of the school right now. God, oh my God.
But they have a relationship before
Yes,
Vandy,
they do.
so he's probably gonna run the same offense.
Basically, yes.
And it makes sense. I've always wondered why teams that I don't know if you just not on that. It's like when this guy was at Georgia Tech for a minute, who was at he used to be at Georgia Southern, but he was at Tech for too long. When he left Navy, I just wondered why did he leave Navy knowing he was going to run that same offense?
Yeah.
When he got to Georgia Tech, like doing that in the ACC.
Yeah, I know you saying.
He won because he had athletes when he first got to Tech, but then when the athletes like, I'm not chewing myself up like that, I'm not going to play for you. He started losing a lot. But if he would have stayed at Navy, it would
have been off the chain.
They would have got better and better. He probably got every football player that ever wanted to go to in the academy school. I never knew why he left, but that's smart if he goes to something like what they do out there, which is take their time and just execute one play at a time.
Now,
I like that.
Let me define success for Vanderbilt.
This gotta be 2 SEC wins at least.
I'm thinking 3.
At least 4.
Oh,
I'm thinking 3. All right, I'm pulling. This is the schedule. This is Vanderbilt's schedule.
Gotta be South Carolina.
This is
It's gotta be South.
This is their schedule. All right, they play Virginia Tech first, Alcorn State, Georgia State, Missouri is their first SEC game. That's a loss. They play Alabama. That's a loss. Kentucky.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
I don't know.
That's a defensive guy though. So it's just this.
It's gonna be interesting.
They lost a lot though.
It's gonna be interesting, especially when Stoops was trying to leave to go to Texas A&M. So I don't know. We're gonna see what happened. We're gonna see what happened.
That'll clean your pantry out.
Exactly. You got Ball State. You got Texas. Texas is a loss. Auburn family, please don't shoot me for this one, but I got that one in the toss-up column.
Oh my God.
I do.
I'm gonna just tell you like that, Nick. If that game become a toss-up,
I got it in the
Freeze is
toss-up
on the
column.
hot seat.
I got it in.
Bro.
I got it in the toss-up column.
I agree,
For
Mark.
the-
If that game
Listen.
becomes a toss-up, Hugh Freeze
Bro.
will be on the hot seat.
You right. He
Bro.
will be. He will be. Listen,
Bro.
I got it in
Wait
the
a minute.
toss-up column for the simple fact that me and DC and I had this conversation. He
Oh my
said
God.
the guy that was at New Mexico State said the defensive who was on the defensive side of the ball. He said they had Hugh Freeze's number. They knew what Hugh Freeze was gonna do before he did it.
That's what I don't like about them.
So, and this same guy, Jerry Kill didn't go by himself. He brought some people with him from New Mexico State. So I'm a little worried. And the reason why I picked this up is because DC was the one that told me about this, that picked it up, that brought it to my attention. And I've been looking at this for the past couple of weeks. I was like, man, I don't know, man. This is interesting. This could be an interesting situation.
Hold on, man.
Brewing.
Nick, we just
time
forgave him for losing that New Mexico State game.
Time out.
Listen.
If this Vanderbilt game becomes a
Toss-up. It's a toss-up.
Hugh Freeze will be on his looking for the next bus ticket to get ready to leave Auburn.
What game is that of the year?
Say it again.
For what game is that of the year? What week is that of the what game?
What
do y'all
first
play
weekend,
then?
first weekend in November 2nd.
Let me tell you something. Now, I watch these other shows.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's hoping for like 9 to 10 or more for Auburn, right?
Yes.
How in the world are you saying if Vandy is a toss-up for you, I don't care who is there.
See,
talk tight.
this is the thing.
If let me tell you something. If Vandy is now I said it. Now, and matter of fact, I didn't say it first. There's a magazine article I think I was quoting. It was top 10 surprises. One was that Lane Kiffin was going to be his last year at Ole Miss. He's going to Florida. And then the other one was that they were saying that the downfall begins at Auburn. So I was like, that would mean like stuff like losing the Vandy and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And not getting to 9 games to me.
Yeah.
But what you're saying is even worse than that. Like if you go on 8 games, you're like, well,
I'm not. But see here, but here's the thing, Ty. You got to understand where I'm at when it gets to Auburn.
Right.
I'm not high on Auburn. I'm not that high on Auburn this year.
You just hating on my boy Peyton Thorne, man.
You right. I don't like. Listen.
I agree with Nick.
I'm not that high on Auburn. Like there is a lot.
Marcus, I'm joking.
There is a lot of it. There's a lot of excitement around recruiting at Auburn right now. A lot of excitement, and I'm excited about it too. But my problem, the gripe that I have always had with Hugh Freeze is, can you develop and put a product on the field that will keep the recruiting hot? Can you do that?
That's what I was telling DC about not having the top 10. You know, y'all got a big deep hold on that. Eight of the top 10 recruits in Alabama. I was like, the boy was getting people. He's signing kids today from Mississippi, but he's getting people from everywhere because he was in the West Coast. So he's bringing California, Kansas, Cincinnati, New Jersey, Baltimore. They're top recruits. IMG Academy, of course. But these are people he was calling that really I don't think he had a big shot at a lot of them.
When he was at Washington. You talking when he was at Washington?
He's at Washington. Yeah.
Okay.
He didn't have he had a good shot, but I mean, still it's Washington. You don't know if they're gonna go and then come back again 5 years later. Whereas when he had already contacted those people and he got escalated, he brought them in. And I still say he can do more with less, but we definitely expect him to do more and more. So you're saying like, can he take this better recruiting? He being Hugh Freeze, can he take this improved recruits? Now you're talking about for next year. The ones this year are pretty good too, right?
Yeah. No. This recruiting class that he came in, 24 recruiting class, is amazing. It's a great class. But the problem,
can he develop into SEC?
That's my point. Yeah, that's my thing. My gripe has always been, what is the system? What is the process? And I've said this on the show that we do on Sundays. I've always said, what is the process? What is the system? What is the philosophy that Hugh Freeze has besides just having talent? What is that?
Nothing.
You just got keep this. Go ahead.
My bad, but I was like you were saying, Nick, I don't know nothing outside of that. Like, all right, I ain't gonna put him down, but okay, one of his biggest claims to fame was him coaching Michael Orr. That put him in position for him to branch out and to get the Ole Miss job. We all know that he had great talent in Ole Miss. That's the reason what propelled him to beat Alabama those 2 years, because great talent and 2 incredible catches. One off the helmet catch from Laquan Treadwell and another interception from Houston over because O.J. Howard didn't play the ball right in the back of the end zone.
Right.
Those were the 2 games that he beat Alabama, and that was his claim to fame. Outside of that, like you said, Nick, what is his philosophy? And like every time I'm watching him now to figure out what his philosophy is, he's throwing his players under the bus. So how can I be sold on that when I'm trying to figure out what is his philosophy to build? Like,
I don't know what it is. I don't know, and I'm an Auburn fan, and I'm not downing.
I am. I don't know where I am right now.
I'm not down. Listen. No, I'm not. This is the thing.
I've been listening to DC too much.
This is the thing. This is the thing. I love Auburn. I've been an Auburn fan and all the stuff like that. But I'm one of those realistic fans of Auburn that just knows that we are probably not as good as what's being advertised. I mean, we're talent wise, we can play with anybody. But when it gets to the point of scheming and trying to win a game and scheming with players, I don't think we there yet. I don't think we have that. Wow. If it's just talent on talent, but that's not it. If it's just talent on talent, we all day. I think there. I'm looking at if you put Perry Thompson, Malcolm Simmons, Cam Coleman, and Lambert Smith on the field together, I don't think there is 3 secondaries in the country that can
that should be able to hold
that can match with those 4 guys. I don't. But the problem comes in when you get up against great coaches and great defensive coordinators that know how to take away your best players. What do you do after that? And we saw last year, and we saw last year when that happened, Auburn's offense just sputtered.
Yep.
We can run the ball. Listen, we can run the ball on anybody. We can run the ball. You can put 9 in the box, and Auburn will still run for almost 300 yards on you.
Historically, that's what we known for.
We can do that.
Right. We do.
But you got to be able to put points on the board throwing the ball as well. And that's just how I see it. That's just how I see it.
All I say, I've been there, man, because like I said, I Dubose. I think he won a share of an SEC championship, but I used to sit there and he's just like taking the riches of the people that were coming there, and he's taking advantage of, some great players that he had around, but it didn't seem like anything extra was happening. It's like we was just out there playing and like roll the ball out there and whatever the coordinators tell you to do it, but he didn't seem very inspirational. And so I've been there, but I just think but the problem I think you do have too, the people in the higher ups, they got that quick trigger though.
Yeah.
Because I know Harsin had that recruiting that was garbage, but what if he had turned them into better players?
And see, that's my point. What
and then the better players just come.
But see, the thing about it is, like when we get on the Harsin subject, I get dogged all the time because this is the thing. This is the thing.
Come on over, Nick.
No, I'm not. No, I'm good. This is the thing. I thought Harsin, and I'm gonna say it, and this is probably the last time I ever say it. I thought X's and O's, Harsin was a great coach. Not a great people's person, though.
Right.
That was his downfall. He's not the guy that's going to go out and just be like, hey, guys, what's going on? Let's do this. Like the guy that's all in, that's trying to be in the community. He's like, and when the way I got to that conclusion was Kellen Moore. I don't know if everybody know Kellen. Kellen Moore was one of the quarterbacks at Boise State. And stuff like that. Kellen Moore, and he's an offensive coordinator right now. Kellen Moore was like, he made a statement, and I'm paraphrasing. This is not word for word. I'm paraphrasing. Kellen Moore made a statement and said, "You will more than likely find Coach Harsin in a film room, studying film, going over that before you find him out with alumni. I'm paraphrasing what he said. He said he will always give like the quarterbacks these pop quizzes just to see what they know and what they know about the opponent and stuff like that, just to see if they watch film enough to see if they see what he saw. So that's always been my great. Harsin is a great X's and O's guy, but not a great people person. The part of the job that the head coach has to do to ingratiate yourself in the community so the community can feel welcome. He's not that dude.
That's why like Saban is like, you know, I've been on my show Monday around the herd. I was talking about the differences between like DeBoer and really Bear Bryant and Saban. It's like 90. It sound great. I mean, this dude, there's players that he don't demean players. He doesn't swear. He was at a youth camp and he took 800 individual pictures with these kids that was at this camp. I couldn't imagine Saban doing that. Not saying he ever did. I don't have no proof they did. I just can't imagine doing that. He said he didn't have a problem with. He said if Saban could tell me one thing we can get better at every day, I'd be happy because he's the best to ever do it. That's how he talks. And what I found out that he may be the man for the new era of football. I'm hoping, you know, he followed a guy named Bob Young out at University of Sioux Falls. And Bob Young was their Nick Saban in that he had one national championship, 13 conference championships. South Carolina would take that right now. So would Kentucky, so would Arkansas and some other people. But when he followed the guy, he won 3 after him. So he didn't follow the greatest coach of all time, but he did follow a great coach out there. So he got a little experience dealing with people that were, you know, obviously better than him. So I think that helps him. But from Roll Tide Willie to there's some things that's kind of making the old Alabama fans kind of jittery. Like somebody gonna wear 0 again. They got music at practice, not no crazy music. They got music at practice. All the coaches can do press conferences, which is working out good for me as a content. As a content, because I'm like, why am I working on all these coaches? Like, because Saban was the only person talking last year. But so a lot of that is about cultures, getting used to people doing things differently. Like Harsin could be different. Somebody could have helped him with that. And the same thing could be with Hugh Freeze. I don't know why I'm trying to make y'all feel better about this. I should be grounding y'all on the ground.
I'm gonna get on the both. Be mindful what you're saying, Tight, because those things that you celebrating can easily turn into
big problem.
Being discipline issues. Them, you know, look at what's going on in Colorado. Every time what I'm saying?
Don't get me started.
Remember what I told you? I told you last year, like when they were winning, what I said, nigga, I said they look undisciplined.
They are. They were undisciplined. They had all them personal fouls in the first couple of them games.
They did.
And I think looking back, after what I saw about Georgia and their traffic things, I think that undisciplined nature, it was a hard game, but that's why they lost the game.
Yeah.
To be honest. I mean, you can't have that kind of undisciplined nature going on outside in the streets, and then you're gonna come on the field and everything's supposed to be uniform. That's
Georgia got a lot of talent though. It just kind of
they got a lot of talent.
It just
that's why I thought it was hard.
Yeah, they got a lot of talent.
And but if you look at the key points where Alabama went ahead in the SEC championship, it was because of just some undisciplined things that they did.
Yeah.
But they lost contain. Somebody didn't do their job. That's always how it is. But for a team that's talented, you don't expect that to happen.
Agreed.
Now, I read that article, that man talking about that Grand Theft Auto out there. I don't know how true it is. In Colorado, like somebody got beat up. They fighting over $10,000 gambling. He just said it was regular GTA. Yeah, this guy wrote an article, and he said,
"Is it the CBS article?"
I don't think it's a CBS article.
Okay.
It may have been. No, that was written by somebody else. But he said that the Colorado Buffaloes locker room is nothing but a real life game of
Grand Theft Auto.
Right? I was like, what?
Okay,
I heard that.
Okay, interesting.
But I mean, I heard Coach JB and Smitty talked about it, and then they kind of laughed it off. That sounds like it's going to be a winning team. You always had that going on. You didn't have that going on to that extent at Alabama. You may have had that going on in Georgia and Miami back in the day, but that ain't typical. I don't
not
think
at all.
No,
he had no craziness going on in Michigan. I ain't heard no craziness unless I missed it. But not for the whole, that many people on the team. They talking about that guy that left.
Cormani, yeah.
Come on, he got slapped in the face by somebody.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say who got slapped in the face by, but it's a prominent name. Just put it like that.
Right. It's somebody else got they said one freshman, he was, I guess, how would I say this? He was bullied into going after a defensive lineman to fight him, and that didn't work out too well for him because he was like a receiver or a cornerback. It's just crazy. I'm telling you, people, let me tell you something.
It's ridiculous. That's what that is.
Trying to fight somebody that's a senior, that's a defensive line anywhere in the Power 5, and I would go ahead and add the Group of 5 or Power 4 in the Group of 5. It's a bad idea.
Yes.
Well, I'll say this. Like, all right, at camp, times like this, that's what your coach want. Like, so, like, when we went, like, my freshman year when we went to camp, they wanted to see you be aggressive. They wanted the defense to fight. Like, Coach Ladies was like, if I don't see a fight today, y'all got gassers. So, I like my first fight was against a senior defensive end.
No, this was the locker room fight though. This was a locker room fight I was talking about.
So you know what I'm saying? Like in camp, I can see that, but I feel like Deion is taking it. Well, I ain't gonna say him personally. Their team is taking it to a whole nother level, and it's showing very undisciplined characteristics. And I feel like Deion is not stepping in front of it properly. I think, you know what I'm saying, he's trying to say the product gonna speak for itself. But like Nick said last year, when everybody was seeing We Believe, Nick was like, nah, I don't see it. And again, and this time I'm with my boy. Last year I was trying to stay positive. I don't see it again this year.
I don't have them winning over 5 games. And
I said that last year.
Actually, they caught a break. They caught a break. Matter of fact, my little card I checked off 6 months ago, it may say 4 games, but I think North Dakota State's quarterback is being suspended for the first game, which may be against Colorado. I'm not sure.
It is the first game.
But Coach JB, I don't know if y'all know who that is. He was on Netflix on the Last Chance University. He was like, he don't bash on Deion, but he said one thing about North Dakota State and them schools because of where they are and because they what they represent. He said they practice uphill. They practice uphill all day. They do a lot of stuff that you can't even do at Alabama and Auburn because they just, and when they play, they playing down here. Quarterback got hurt. Get in. Let's go. Let's keep going.
That's what I'm saying.
He gonna get hit. He gonna get hit every 3 times a week. He gonna get hit. He gonna get hit 5 times a week during the summer. They don't care. They play like a bunch of savages.
Yep.
And if you're not careful, if you can't meet that aggression, you can find yourself 17 down real quick. And care who you are. Hey. And Deion came out there telling us don't touch your quarterbacks. Understand that. But he said don't touch the wide receivers. Don't understand that. Then he said, don't touch, and especially don't touch Travis Hunter, but all the running backs, they fair game. I'm like, what kind of football are you playing over there? Eventually.
Crazy.
To that point right there, I didn't know that. But why wouldn't you want Travis Hunter to be live when he was the most injury-prone player in the world last year?
Because he plans to take another year and a half off of his professional career. The man is playing too many downs.
He is. He
playing cornerback, get his best position.
Yeah, cornerback.
He need to play maybe free safety. He don't need to be no corner cover corner where I can run at him all day. I'm gonna tire him out. And then when he get caught in the wrong position as a receiver, I'm gonna have somebody try to take his head off.
Taking his head off.
You know what I'm saying?
Taking the head. That's what they say.
That point, exactly what you said. Nebraska did that last year.
Stanford did too. That dude ain't did nothing since. That receiver went off.
Man had a spleen.
Nothing.
He had a spleen. He had a what was it that Travis Hunter had? A rupture? Not a rupture.
Oh yeah,
spleen.
rupture spleen or something like that. Or gall. Yeah, something like that.
Crazy.
But I'm talking about that receiver. That receiver.
Yeah, I know he talking about the receiver from Stanford. Yeah. Dude, indeed. He went off in that game. You ain't heard nothing from him.
I said, okay, this is the next one. It's like
you ain't heard nothing else.
But you know what? You know why they lost that game was going back to that discipline issue. And I'm talking about this a lot because I don't get a chance to go off on this Deion subject. that game, they talked so much smack. I mean, they were tackling people and mushing them in the face when they got up in the first half of the Stanford game. They belittled them, and I think their coach let them know about it. Like, man, it's one thing to lose a game, but it's one thing to lose your manhood. It went something like that because when Stanford came out, oh my goodness, it was a totally different situation. That guy, that receiver, we have
Elic Ayo Manor. Ayo Manor is his name.
Yeah, I ain't heard nothing from him since.
Oh, so I was wrong. It was Stanford. It wasn't Nebraska. Yeah,
it was Stanford.
Him.
Yeah.
It was him.
All right, fellas.
Business.
All right, fellas. Let's go ahead. That was a great discussion. They kind of went off into other directions, but that was great.
I have a habit of doing that. My wife.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's great. It brought up other discussions based on me saying this about Auburn possibly being a toss-up game with Vanderbilt. We went off.
Oh my God! I can't believe you said it 3 more times. But
it is what it is, man. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Scared.
We'll see what happens. All right, fellas. Let's go ahead. Let's get to this last topic because we are almost over time. But we just gonna see how the conversation go. So next topic, fellas. Final topic, actually. In the NFL right now, we're gonna switch to the NFL. There's a situation going on with Brandon Ayuk and the San Francisco 49ers. To where Ayuk is now trying to get the money that he thinks that he deserves. And the team doesn't want to pay him. Or the team is shortchanging him what he thinks he should get. Okay? Last season, it was Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson did not get his contract until like a couple of weeks before the season started, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
Dak Prescott is now in the final year of his contract with Dallas.
I hope he enjoyed his stay.
CD Lamb is in the same situation. He is trying to get another contract.
Hold on, Nick, before you continue with that.
Okay.
Do you remember what I said?
What did you say?
About CD Lamb.
Jog my memory.
He will be in Buffalo before the season over.
Whoa.
They don't have a receiver either.
Oh, I do remember that. I do remember you saying that. Okay. I remember you saying that now. Okay. So here's the question. Why is it hard? And this popped in my head because I was in the barbershop and this conversation arose. Why is it hard for certain players to get their money in the NFL? Why do certain guys have to jump through so many hoops to get the money that they deserve in the NFL, while other guys, and we can name them if you like, seem to just automatically, there's no discussion, there's no drama, nothing behind it. They get their money. It's no problem. What are y'all thoughts on that, fellas?
I would say situations in some cases. Lamar Jackson, they didn't want to take a long-term risk on him because they felt like scrambling quarterbacks don't have that much longevity.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously they made a good decision because he won MVP after getting that contract, but they still lost in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon Ayuk is in a situation where they feel like the other pieces outside of him are just as valuable or more valuable that he can be replaced.
Okay.
That's the reason I feel like they're holding on to that contract in San Francisco.
Okay.
I feel like they feel like another receiver can step in and still contribute just like Ayuk did. But
Pearsall from Florida. That's the guy behind him.
Yeah. I don't honestly believe that take. I actually think Ayuk is a great possession receiver. But San Francisco gonna play hardball when you got a guy like Christian McCaffrey and Deebo Samuel, and honestly, Deebo coming up on a contract year, so you really gotta
afford it.
Yeah, you gotta really pick who you wanna rock with, Deebo or Ayuk, and I'm pretty sure they leaning toward Deebo.
Right. From my take, I see it as now. I remember when J.J. Watt kept getting paid. And it was like he still kept having injuries.
Yeah.
So I used to always see about like, is it this or that? Sometimes it's a relationship they have with the owner. Like he's seeing like, a friend or a friend of the family, and they're like, well, I'm going to take care of J.J. Watt. And then he goes out and his shoulder falls off his body. And it's like he can't play for the whole year because remember that year he walked around with the thing.
Yep.
all like that. He had just got paid doing that, and we see it a lot. But I look at the running backs. I mean, the running backs as a whole, they were falling off. Then McCaffrey got paid. Everybody was like, "What the heck?" And so, I think team owners can have a relationship with players that kind of supersede what they see on the field, like who's hanging out. But that's like you get into like a politically incorrect type of a discussion. But on the surface, it really seems like injury. It seems like injury is the prevailing thing that just keeps people from, because IU was hurt like 2 years ago.
Yep.
And before that, he was really kind of like feeling his way around. Then he was doing well. Debo was killing it. And then he got hurt. And then like last year, I tell people a lot of times too, one thing in fantasy, I'll give this little tip. I don't draft anybody I try not to draft anybody who just signed a big contract.
Okay.
Because that's when I got paid, I'm on vacation, and my hamstring, especially with wide receivers, start coming up. Or I'm not going to play. If you want to draft somebody that's in the last year of their contract. You know, if they got some in them, not like a Russell Wilson maybe, but, you know, if they like got something left in the tank.
Hey, good
not the shade at Russell Wilson.
Hey, cause we were just talking about him the game beforehand.
Oh, man.
We were saying, who would you rather have, Justin Fields or Russell Wilson? And I seen that preseason game.
Rather have Michael Penix.
Man, what?
Did Russell Wilson get hurt on the sled?
I don't know, man. He old, man. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna keep this rated G, but y'all seen Sierra videos, man.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
All I would say is,
I'd be at home with her too.
Pittsburgh, get ready to pay Chicago whatever you owe them, because Justin Fields finna get majority of them snaps.
He gonna get those snaps because he gonna be probably healthy. Because unless something changes, I'm like, and I don't know. I don't even like Arthur Smith as an offensive coordinator. I don't even know what that's all about. So
that's interesting too.
At the end of this year, this will be the first year in about 8 years I probably would see people say, Mike Tomlin need to be fired. Now I don't want him to see get fired, but you know, just like Cowher, it may be time to just, you know.
But what if he made the playoffs again? Resign. What if he made the playoffs again?
It'd be time to resign and go on.
He just signed
a new extension, didn't he?
But if he go, I'm just telling you, man, because that Kenny Pickett thing was a debacle too, man.
Man, Kenny Pickett had little hands. He had a weak arm. He was not that great. He was not that great, man. He had small hands. Go ahead.
The Kenny Pickett situation was prime coaching at his finest from Mike Tomlin. You had the worst offense historically.
Yeah, he did do a good job coaching.
A playoff.
Right, he did a good job because that dude was he was definitely still a straw man out there.
He was the liability, man. That man was a liability.
He ain't never gonna play in Philadelphia. I don't know how you could put him out there behind Jalen.
If he can grip the ball. His hands.
As many hits that Jalen take.
Have y'all seen that man hand? That man hands are small. Like I'm like, yeah, he can't even grip the ball. Come on, man, Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett don't need to be on the football field. He need to be on the coach's side. But when it comes to getting hurt, man, it's like. And then you look at the case with the quarterback in Atlanta. What's his name? In Minnesota.
Talking about Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins with the Achilles injury, ACL.
They're saying they took Michael Penix because Kirk Cousins is always going to have them in a place where they never have a top picker in a long time. But I'm like, but y'all paid this man a bunch of money.
$180 million. $180
but he hurt. I mean, but he's coming out. He's actually hurt like today.
Yes, he is. He's hurt.
You ain't gonna see. You're not gonna see Kirk Cousins at the beginning of the season.
No,
you wouldn't. How much of it's guaranteed? You wouldn't see me.
100. I think it's 130 million is guaranteed at 180.
Kirk Cousins, why come back?
That's the point. And speaking of this is my point when it gets to Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers basically got a fully guaranteed contract with the Jets for $70 million. He's going to get $40 million this year if he plays or don't play. Why come back, bro?
Pick him up. Why am I coming back?
You coming off of an Achilles injury, bro. Like, Aaron Rodgers is coming off of an Achilles. Why come back, man? Go home.
I love people getting paid guaranteed money, but to be honest, baseball is fun to play. It's fun. It's always fun to play until somebody is intentionally throwing at your head.
Oh yeah.
Baseball is
Yeah.
absolutely
Yeah.
great to play.
Yeah.
You go out there and play, and you're scooping the ball up, and hey, that's when you're chewing bubble gum, and spitting seeds all over the place.
Easy on the joints. It's easy on the body.
What Coach Boone say? Fun. You think football's fun? You know, it ain't. I mean, come on, man.
It's not.
It may be fun to some people.
Yeah.
You know, it's fun. Okay,
man, but that's why
I'm not looking at people having fun.
That's why baseball players have long careers. It's easy on the body, man. Easy on the body.
Quiet is kept. Don't tell my wife. I'm about to pay my son to start back playing.
But see, the thing about it is, though, it's not instant gratification because when it comes to baseball, they want you to go through AAA, AA, and then have an opportunity to get to the big leagues.
Hey, I met a guy. It was too good. No, I met a guy who made $4 million and never played in the major leagues.
So he just played AA ball the whole time.
AAA
quick
story.
Okay.
Quick story. A friend of mine played for the Bucks. He said he was at a party at Booger McFarland's house.
Okay.
2 dudes pulled up. I don't know if y'all probably don't know this, but the New York Yankees headquarters is in Tampa. They got a whole little facility over there.
Yeah, so, that's what they do spring training in, I believe.
Well, spring training out of Tampa. They're about the only team in Tampa. But everybody else is over in Orlando. So these guys pull up. It was a Hispanic guy and a black guy.
Mm-hmm.
They had both of them driving Rolls Royces. So my man said, he asked the guy, Booger McFarland, who is that? Oh man, they play baseball. He's like, okay, all right, cool. And so later he got a chance to talk to him and said, man, so what the Yankees looking like this year, man? Y'all gonna do well, you know, y'all with the Yankees? And dude was like, oh, we both of us in AAA. And he was in the league, he was making NFL league minimum. These guys not in the league was driving his first 2 years.
Wow.
That's how much money they get paid in baseball.
Wow. But see, that's the thing though, man. Like, how rich are these owners in baseball? Because you know they don't disclose. They ain't disclosing that one in baseball because there are no salary caps in baseball, none at all. You can pay. That's why Ohtani. That's why this whole Ohtani situation. He was about to get paid $1 billion or something like that.
He got $1 billion, I thought.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, didn't he get $1 billion? Close to it, yeah. And he went out promptly the other day and hit a home run. I'm like, salute. And they got. Oh, maybe I watched the old video, but the thing was crazy. but it's crazy because they get these guys. That's why they don't want pitchers hitting because they say it tears the body up. But I mean, but if you prep people, I think they can hit a little bit, especially if you're in the American League. But yeah, I just think injury, they're always gonna throw up like, you know what, you was hurt last year at that time, and we don't know. We haven't seen you play 2 seasons like this.
Okay,
now, I can go back and see it, but like Lamar Jackson is like, yeah, he do get hurt every year, but he your quarterback. Who you about to get? But they probably can find a receiver.
Well, explain. Okay, well, I'll ask you this question. Would you rather have a Lamar Jackson or a Justin Herbert?
I'm trying to figure out who Justin Herbert is.
Justin
Herbert. Okay, yeah. I did. He got the big finger and stuff.
Herbert just hurt last season, so I'm going Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, he was just hurt last season.
Okay,
he played hurt.
Long term though, would you rather take Justin Herbert or would you rather have Lamar Jackson? Long term.
In my hopes, I'm thinking Lamar Jackson is the way to go. He's a little frail. That's why I think like people like, you know, to be honest, Jalen Milroe could be like Cam Newton 5.0 in the NFL.
Okay.
Because he got a bigger body, he can take some of them shots.
Okay,
he fast as a deer, hopefully still fast. But you know, when he gets up there, I think he's like the quarterback prototype of the future. You can already see it in Munchie Cheek. I mean, the guy in Arizona, what's his name?
You talking about Kyler Murray?
Kyler Murray. Munchie. Oh, so soft and cuddly.
If he don't show something this year, Kyler Murray is a wrap. But yeah, Nate, yeah. I'm gonna go Lamar Jackson long term, only because I seen him do a lot with less.
Okay,
that's another thing.
Like, but the reason why I asked that question though, Justin Herbert got paid, and there was nothing. There was no type of drawback. Justin Herbert got his money.
Put somebody in front of the program.
Trevor Lawrence got his money and ain't did nothing.
Yeah, that was kind of.
The thing about it is the reason why Baltimore was afraid to pay Lamar Jackson is because the stigmatism on scrambling quarterbacks.
Right,
but he won league MVP. I mean, they
don't care, man. They think making something better come around the corner.
Let's be honest. He won league MVP twice. His numbers are there. All right, it's not like he a scrub.
And it ain't Harbaugh. These decisions been made by people we can't see on the side.
Of course,
Harbaugh loves the guy.
I agree.
Yeah, it's like he going with Lamar, and he even got people behind him that look like fake Lamars. You know what I mean? He ain't going back getting a drop back pass.
I agree with that.
Yeah, what's up with it? Tyler something or something.
Yeah, he got people.
Tyler Huntley.
Yeah, Huntley. Yeah, that's his name.
He got a fake Lamar. He got somebody else. I think they got Josh now. Josh is back in the league for his 17th season.
Is it a fake Lamar?
Yeah, but they keeping that same flow, so the offense and the receivers and the tight end will know, the ball could be coming from anywhere. Because that was the whole thing about Mike Vick.
Mm-hmm.
They just had never seen nothing like that. But I told him, I told my boys, I was like, this whole Mike Vick thing is weird. And it was funny that Algie Crumpler was his best receiver.
Yes,
you know why?
Yes.
You know why he was his best receiver?
Yes.
Because Algie Crumpler played in North Carolina with their quarterback who was left hand. And he could always tell that rotation of that ball. Break it with ball breaks.
Mm-hmm.
But he had been looking at it in college this whole time. So that's why he was his best receiver.
Gotcha. That makes sense. That makes sense then. That make a lot of sense.
He used to hit Crump. You hit Crump any kind of way. He like, oh, gotcha.
Yeah, it makes sense. That makes sense.
But that injury thing is serious, and they just don't like. I don't know, man. But didn't Lawrence get hurt? Like hurt an ankle or something in the playoffs?
He did. He got hurt for a couple of weeks or something like that. But
it's a part of the game. They try like it's not, man.
But
they need to go back to just letting them put a helmet in somebody's ear hole like they used to. Then all the quarterbacks be hurt. And they be like, okay, yeah, we probably need to. I think what they need to do. This will fix it. This takes care of the politically correct and incorrect things that are in my head.
Mm-hmm.
I've always said this. They need to remove the starting quarterback's salary from the salary cap.
That's an interesting take. That's actually a pretty interesting take. So basically, the starting quarterback should have he should be outside of the team's salary cap.
It's getting stupid. Look at Aaron Rodgers. It's getting stupid. I mean, you get to the point you can't even. Who gonna punt the ball? Does anybody know how to punt?
I kind of like that take.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that. I really can't disagree with that. I'm trying to find a way to. I'm trying to find a way to disagree with it, but I can't because that make a lot of sense. Because if you take the starting quarterback's salary out of the salary cap, then you have enough to pay the offensive line. You have enough to pay somebody
quality backup.
But this so this is the thing. So here's the thing. So I think Jameis is getting $5 million this year as Deshaun Watson's backup. Is that enough?
But
is that quality enough?
If you could get somebody that deserves 10,
okay.
It's just the whole thing. It's like the salary cap is always going up, and it's primarily going up because of the quarterback, not because of some other 54 other people.
Mm-hmm.
They need to take it out. It's ridiculous. It's so skewed. I first came up with that when Peyton Manning got his second big contract. I was like, they take it out. You couldn't beat the Colts because of how Dungy could assess talent.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. It's like teams like, okay, look at this. Every time somebody wins a Super Bowl, it's like the quarterback just got in the league. You know what I'm saying? Or it's like Tom Brady who reduces his salary
for the rest of the season. It's kind of like what's going on in San Francisco right now. Like Brock Purdy, Brock Purdy's on a rookie deal. So now, and this is part of the Ayuk situation too.
Russell
Wilson as well. He was on a rookie deal in Seattle. And
Ben Roethlisberger, as soon as Ben got paid, it was.
See, the thing is, and this also is another situation with the whole Ayuk thing as well. If you sign Ayuk, we was talking about this in the barbershop. Trent Williams' contract comes up, I believe, next year.
Got to keep Trent.
And according to my barber, if they sign Ayuk, Trent Williams going to Kansas City.
Oh, you can't let that happen.
So who do you keep? Now they're going to pay Brock Purdy. And I said I think it starts at $250 million with Brock Purdy. I think that's the starting. I think that's where it starts at with Brock Purdy.
And you got to keep a franchise quarterback.
Exactly. I think it starts at 250 with Brock Purdy. So this whole IU situation, if you sign IU, it's a possibility that Trent Williams leaves. If Ayuk leaves, now you got money to pay Trent Williams and keep Brock Purdy.
Sticky, bro. That get real sticky.
That's what I'm saying. Would you rather keep your left tackle to protect your franchise, or would you rather have a guy that can catch the ball?
For real, I think he only got a few more years before he hang it up, though.
Well,
Trent Williams? Yeah. So he might even go year to year with him. He may take a tag.
Yeah, take a franchise tag. Yeah, make take a franchise tag.
He'll take a tag, so he'll max out his money.
Yeah. I see that. I can see that happen.
It's been a while, but he's a very nasty, mean individual, and you're gonna have to pay him. You got to keep him because they kind of go together. You know, it's But I'm like Ben Roethlisberger. I don't know. Now the wheels was supposed to fall off Kansas City when the Cheetah left.
Nope.
You know, but having old boy, the tight end, and then having the other receivers step up like they did, it really helped. And the defense still, they on borrowed time with the defense because them people, there's some stars over there. I mean, defense get better in the playoffs.
Yeah,
and that's what emerged when he left. That defense, Chris Jones and them DBs,
they had money to pay him. They had money.
When is his contract up?
We talking about Chris Jones?
Yeah,
he just signed it. He just signed a new deal. Oh my god! He just signed a new deal. What, $100 million? $100 million. I think like $80 million.
He set out early in the season, and he came in and started swatting people. Man, it's like that defense. They got to do something. Offer them dudes some more money and break that up. They still favored to win right now. I mean,
Chris Jones just got paid. I think he got $80 million guaranteed, $103 million or something like that. But $80 million, I believe, is guaranteed. But they set up. They had to let go of I think Snead. I think Snead ended up leaving because they didn't have enough to pay everybody. But I think Snead ended up leaving, going to the Eagles. The Jarius Snead, I believe. I think he ended up going to the Eagles. One of them cornerbacks went to the Eagles. I can't remember who.
But I stand on it's so ridiculous now with the quarterback pay and like what if you don't get a quarterback and it gives you an option to say, well, we don't want to hire a quarterback be the highest paid.
Yeah, Snead went to the Titans. My bad, you're right. He went to the Titans.
It's like what if you don't want your quarterback to be the highest paid? You want some linebacker to be the highest paid on your team or defensive end,
kind of like Baltimore.
Yeah, like if you want, I just think you ought to have an option. You ought to have an option to take one player's salary out of just out. It's almost like another rule, like the what we just talked about with Trent Williams, the tag.
Yeah, the franchise tag.
It's like a franchise tag. It's like this would be the franchise tag. That's that rule. This would be the exception tag. Another tag. Yeah.
The thing about it is I think the NFL should go the route that the NBA does. So like the NBA has those it's like a soft cap. It's like a soft cap. Yeah. And like every dollar they go over the cap, they get charged. They gotta pay a tax. They gotta pay a luxury tax. And so
baseball got that. They don't start no show over there.
It doesn't. See, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't. Like these billion.
I'm gonna holler at y'all.
All right then. But see, the thing is, these billionaires are so rich. Like it don't even matter. Like they'll pay for it. Like they gonna get their money
because
back
they're gonna get the money back.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you that's what Steinbrenner's thing was, which I can't stand the Yankees, but when they was doing it, Steinbrenner was like, how much to get that guy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, get that guy. Mm-hmm. How much to get that guy? Get that guy. And then everybody else standing around here like we was down here with in the South, 13 pennants with the Braves. Like,
yeah.
Can you hire a bat? Just one bat.
Just one.
Somebody that can get a walk, hit a home run every 3 games. I mean, somebody went through the numbers. I don't know the numbers exactly, but it was simple. It was like if you can go get when they started that whole what they call Moneyball.
Yeah.
When they started that whole thing, they looked back at this team here and they said if Atlanta would have paid for 2 bats, they had about 6 World Series.
Really? Chipper Jones wasn't enough. Okay, all right, dude.
They needed 2. They needed 2 more.
Andrew Jones wasn't enough.
Because if you walk, this is like way back. But if you walk Chipper, that was the thing. You got to get to the point where that's how they did Barry Bonds. You walk him, and we take our chances with the next guy. And then when they start putting people around, it's just like it really works well with that money ball. I think is what they call it. That works well with that sport.
Gotcha.
But that's something else.
That's what's up. Tight. It's been a great show, man. It's been a great show.
Man. Glad y'all had me over, man.
Yeah, man. We appreciate it. Tight. Let the people know where they can find you at, man.
You can find me on at TightSports on YouTube and TightSports Talk on X. Just hanging out, just trying to, help a struggling program regain its footing after losing such an integral leader as Nick Saban. And we just try to piece things together. I mean, the world fell apart, and we just one day at a time, as Coach Kevin DeBoer says, we just want to go 1-0 in everything we do. Just 1-0. Just 1-0. Put our uniform on, 1-0.
All right. Okay, Tight. Okay, Tight. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, before we get up out of here, man, Nick Frazier and for Marcus Fitzpatrick on the We Are the Water Cooler Talk. Shout out to Tuskegee, Macon County, the 4-6. BTW, we shout out to y'all. Hey, shout out to the University of South Alabama for giving me my degree. Shout out to my wife, my mom, my family. I love y'all. Shout out to Creed, my dog. Shout out to you, man. We appreciate y'all so much. As always, thank y'all for rocking with the Water Cooler Talk podcast as well. Go check out TightSports. Go check out Auburn Addicts. Go check out Sharpshooters Podcast. Check out Bubba and the Old Man. Shout out to all those guys as well.
Shout out to you.
And as we stated, there's 5 more spots left in the fantasy league, and we mentioned the prizes. $50 to go to third place.
Second and third place are available.
$100 to second place, and $150 goes to the first place winner. So
Roll Tide.
Let us know. As always, before we get up out of here, man, y'all have a good one. Better yet, y'all have a great one. Y'all be blessed. One love, man.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Water Cooler Talk. Make sure to follow us on our socials on Instagram and TikTok at Water Cooler Talk and on YouTube at The Coolest Pod 23. Also, make sure to like and subscribe on your favorite podcast player so that you never miss an episode.